It's very full. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I've posted. Thank you for coming back and watching another video. Today I want to show you how I clean out my fridge at the start of a new week, and how I also prep my fruit because it's summer and I want to consume more fruits and more whole foods. That's really like the basis of how I'm eating these days, is just whole food. So like greens, protein, grains, and just fruit. Like trying to keep it as simple as possible. I find that if I don't prep my food at the beginning of the week, like even if the fruit is sitting in the fridge and I just need to wash and cut it, I find that there's still like a resistance and like some barrier to entry there. Like it's just, I just need it to be like washed, chopped, and ready to just eat, and that way I'll actually eat all of my fruit and not let it go to waste. And also some new tips on how I am storing my fruit now too, so that it lasts longer. And not just fruit, also how I store my vegetables so that it lasts longer as well too. So yeah, that's what today's video is gonna be, so let's go get started. This is what it's looking like right now. It's very full. I basically have greens, kale, avocado in here, some red bell peppers, some celery, a lot of tortillas. We've been eating a lot of Mexican food. Mexican is my favorite, and it's really like an easy go-to. We got some strawberries. I didn't unfortunately get to store these the day that I got them. I got these from the farmer's market. They were so beautiful and red and juicy the first day. They're a little wilted now because I just did not have time to prep them. I'm gonna show you how to preserve your berries for much longer using this technique I found online, and that way they don't mold so easily. So yeah, we have a lot of leftovers. We have some bread my mom made us, some soaked chickpeas that I am going to cook today as a part of my meal prep. Have some oyster, I think these are king oyster mushrooms. Love mushrooms, they're so good for your immunity. Tell me you love condiments without telling me you love condiments. So yeah, it's looking really crazy right now, so I'm gonna do a speed clean and make it all clean and pretty. So I'm not even completely finished yet because I still have to prep the food, but this is after cleaning it out and putting everything back in, organized. Oh, it just already feels so much better when things are just where they should be and your fridge is clean. I normally wouldn't store mushrooms in just like by themselves, like outside. I usually put them in a paper bag because That definitely makes them last longer. I switched out the water for the herbs. Yeah, I just put them in a glass of fresh spring water. We got these like, I don't know, maybe like a couple weeks ago, and they're still so fresh. Have some rosemary, and yeah, so everything is just all together now. This bothers me. Our freezer recently stopped working, so when we got it working again and put everything back, it like frosted over. So there's a lot of like ice, and so I just put some hot water to melt off those pieces of ice and like took them out and just cleaned it up. Some more blueberries, frozen vegetables, a lot of bread, and the chickpea pizza crust that we use when we want to make our own pizza. So now it's time for me to definitely take a little food break. I'm getting hungry or hangry. I'm gonna do two things while I'm taking my little food break. I'm going to soak my berries in a vinegar and water mixture to like get rid of any mold, and I'm also gonna cook my chickpeas so I can have those ready for tomorrow's chickpea tuna that I'm gonna make. So you put your berries in. I'm gonna take off the stems because I heard that's what you're supposed to do. But now that I've got my berries in here, I'm going to put in about a third cup of vinegar, white vinegar. And then I'm gonna fill the rest up with water. So I'm gonna leave it here. It doesn't say like how long you're supposed to leave it in or let it soak for, but I'm just gonna do 30 minutes. Okay, I just found the article that I got it off of, and it's actually 1 cup of vinegar to 3 cups of water. So that's what I meant to say. I don't obviously measure it exactly, but that's roughly about it. So I'll put the article that I found in the description box. I'm almost finished with labeling everything in my pantry. Let me know if you guys want to see what I keep in my pantry, what kind of items I like to have on hand. I drained out the vinegar water from the berries, and then I rinsed it under cold water. Now I'm gonna put it in a salad spinner lined with paper towel. I just started doing this method. In the future, I'll probably use like a reusable cloth instead. Throw your berries in, and then you're just gonna want to spin it for about 15 seconds until it's fully dry, and then store them. Okay, now you also want to line the glass Tupperware with paper towel or a towel, just to get rid of any more moisture. I'm not going to hold them. I'm not going to take out this middle part right now because I heard it's better to not do that. I'll just cut them off when I'm ready to eat them. You want to leave the lid a little bit like ajar, so don't seal the lid on tightly. Someone online said putting them on their heads, like standing up, works the best. Obviously I have too many strawberries. I'm not gonna have space to do it for all of them, but I tried to do that for the bottom ones. I don't know if it actually works, but yeah. Filled it up with spring water, and now I'm just sealing the lid on tight. Boom. Now on to the kale. So the kale is already pretty dry on the outside, but the inside is a little wet. So I'm gonna cut these up into small pieces. Not only will this help keep it dry, but it'll also, like, cutting it into small pieces will also make me more likely to cook it tomorrow. It just makes meal prepping easier. Now I'm gonna put it in a glass Tupperware lined with paper towel to get rid of any moisture. Yep, I just checked. You put the lid on, and that's how you seal your greens. That's how you store your greens, is what I meant. Clearly delirious here. Okay, final fridge tour, before and after. I love when everything is just as easy as possible to eat, just like ready to go, grab and bite, or just like give this kale a rinse and just quickly stir fry it. Just so much easier to keep it clean and organized and all of that. So worth it. So guys, that was my fridge clean out and prep for a new week. How to store all my fruit and veg and all that stuff. So I hope that was helpful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.